You're on your way into the city when disaster happens. An earthquake strikes. All you can do is survive and try to make it out alive. That is your goal in Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories, developed by Granzella and published by NIS America, releasing for the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. The PS4 version is being reviewed and was provided by NIS America. The story in this game, at its core, is get out of the city alive while avoiding fires, aftershocks, and falling debris. Thrown in the middle are unexpected adventures like saving an apartment building, dealing with a cult, stopping an arsonist, and more. They aren't very heavy or big, but I had fun with a number of them, while at least half of them fell kind of flat, whether through storytelling or gameplay in its respective area. The game has multiple endings that are mainly decided by a choice right before the final chapter. The writing in general isn't that great, unfortunately. There are choices you can make all throughout the game as well, but most of them don't seem to really make a difference other than one option gets you a little money most of the time. I played through once being nice and helping everyone, and once being mean and not caring about anything, and the story ended up being almost the exact same. Some paths with side characters changed, but everything with main characters stayed the same. The game has a wide variety of gameplay elements that crop up at random parts of the game, either just for one section, or scattered for just moments at a time. There will be aftershocks throughout the game, at which point you want to duck down to stabilize yourself, for if you fall over, you will lose health. You also want to be aware of your surroundings, seeing how things will fall over during these aftershocks. Everything from streetlights to buildings and more can crumble down, falling on you and either reducing your health or resulting in instant game over. Other gameplay elements include stealth crawling sections, which are thankfully rare, seeing as how they are the worst part of the game, back and forth fetch quests, or finding people around the area. None of it is too in-depth, but may require a little time to talk to everyone or find just the right spot for a prompt to appear on screen. There is also a morality system in play, where certain actions and choices will grant you either moral or immoral points, but these have no effect on the endings. The game can be played in first or third person perspective, but sometimes I find first person to give strange perspectives and views when attempting to do something or talk to someone. A PSVR mode is included, allowing the player to experience certain sections of the game in first person virtual reality. It did give the nice touch of triggering my fears of heights once or twice as I looked down on buildings or items falling over. Visually, good is the best term I can use to describe this game. There are not many character models present here, and they are reused to the point where I've seen 3 of the same model in the same clothes in one area already. One thing to keep in mind, this game was originally developed for the PlayStation 3, and the appearance of the game reflects that. The voice acting in this game is pretty good. It's Japanese only with English subtitles, but that's about where the good ends, except for the opening song, which also plays a few times during the game. The sound used for walking in water, or if anything's dropped into water, was one pitch and the same sound at all times. When you need to walk or run in water, it can be grating to hear that sound over and over and over again. Most other sounds in the game are very generic and sound as if they were from a program on a computer. Unfortunately, this game does not run the best. It has a good amount of stuttering and frame drops. Times when you will be running and it will freeze for a moment could be a matter of life or death in the game. Given how the PS4 version runs on a day one PlayStation 4, I'm afraid to see how it runs on the Switch. I love the premise of this game. Trying to escape a city ravaged by a natural disaster is such a cool idea and something you don't see very often. But considering the game is full of bad writing, performance issues, and subpar quality all around, it's very hard to recommend this game. If you can find it for a very discounted price, it might be worth checking out. Otherwise, might be best to let this game on the shelf. I give Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories a 2 out of 5.